What's up, everyone? Happy Monday. So as you could see, this is a different setup than what I am used to. So I am in Miami. Let me actually show you guys my Miami setup. I have a full computer, full setup, full everything here. I feel very comfortable to be trading on this. I am not very good at trading on a laptop or trading via, mobile setup. So, now that I plan to come to Miami more often for vacation or spending times with family, I have a full on day trading setup, very powerful computer. Yeah, I don't have 4 monitors like I do at home, but hey, it's still pretty good. So I want to talk about a couple concepts today before we get on to the main topic of the video. So main topic of the video today, guys, is stock selection. So over the weekend, if you guys have seen the previous videos I posted three videos last week. One was a normal Monday YouTube live. One was about a experience I had running into a hedge fund manager. And one was a video on how to make sure that your winners are bigger than your losers. So before you watch this video, I would highly suggest that you watch those 2 previous videos as well. Now, the main topic of the day is stock selection. So what is stock selection and why is it so important, right? So I think every person has a strength in trading, right? Just like every human is very unique in their own certain ways. And as an example, Bao is very good at multitasking. He's very good at having his hand in a bunch of different stocks at the same time. It's pretty much called bandwidth. So he has a lot of bandwidth to trade these stocks. That's his skill, that's his superpower, and that's his specialty. Now, I would say my specialty is stock selection. My specialty is being able to identify which stocks have the highest probability of fitting to my criteria or fitting to my strategy. Stock selection. That's why I am in charge of making the daily watches every single day. I would say my talent is picking the right stocks to trade, right? Picking the right stocks to trade is what I'm really, really good at. So why is that very important in trading? And why am I making a video on this? It's because if you could see from the morning watch list that I put out and the daily commentary that I put out every single day, I am trying to narrow it down to the top 1 or 2 stocks every single day that have the highest probability of working in my favor. For me, my special talent is not multitasking like Bao. My special talent is less is more. So what I like to do is I like to focus on the top 1 or 2 setups every single day, focus and use more size on that setup rather than trying to use less size on multiple different setups. So for example, rather than trading 10 stocks at 1,000 shares a stock, I would rather trade 1 stock at 10,000 shares, right? That's just me. That's what I'm good at. So I'm in charge of making the watch list because after 8.5 years of trading, I have been able to narrow down what stocks fit my criteria. The reason why I'm able to narrow it down is because I've lost so many times trying a bunch of different stocks, and I know what stocks to avoid and what stocks to trade. So what's an example? For me, as a short bias trader, I want to avoid stocks that have low float. Low float for me is anything less than 5 million shares in the float. If a stock has a float of 1 to 2 million, I am petrified of it. Then you have runners like DBGI today that are 1 million share float and going crazy, right? So step 1 of stock selection for me is recognizing what stocks I do not want to trade on the day, right? So think about that. I am eliminating the stocks that I don't want to trade on the day as my first step in selecting the stocks that I do want to trade on the day, right? Because if there's 5 different stocks moving and 4 of them are low float stocks, chances are those 4 that are low float, I want to ignore and I want to focus on the stock that has a larger float or stock that is more in my favor. So it's my responsibility to make the watch list based on what I think has the highest probability of fitting my setup, right? So most other places, they have a watch list of 10 to 20 stocks. They have a watch list of 50 stocks. They have a watch list of every single stock in the market, but our watch list is really small. Our watch list is about 4 to 5 stocks every single day because I believe that in those 4 to 5 stocks, there's a high probability of us making money using our strategy. Now, your job is not to trade all 5 stocks. Hey, you can if you want, but your job is to take that list and narrow it down even further to what fits your specific criteria, what fits your specific strategy, what fits your specific personality. So today, for my stock selection, I was ignoring the hot stock DBGI. I was ignoring the hot stock KTRA. My focus was on the side stock, right? Sorry, there's right here, TBLA. The reason why I was focused on TBLA today is because I thought that based on the setups, based on the other opportunities on the day, I thought that the low float stocks on the day were going to take all the attention away from this stock. So at first, I was not interested in trading it. I did not know where the attention, where the money flow would go to, which stock would become hot. Because as you guys know, in the market, there's usually 1 or 2 stocks that take all the attention, that take all the hype, that take all the money flow, and then the rest of the stocks just slowly start to go down. How many times have you bought a stock, it looked really hot, then all of a sudden a new stock is running, then your hot stock is just cratering, right? For me, as a short bias trader, as a trader that makes money when stocks go down, I am looking for that money to flow from one stock and into another stock. As that money separates and as that money leaves, that gives me an edge. So today, there was a lot of low float stocks moving. Today, there was a lot of 1 million share, 2 million share stocks moving. DBGI, KTRA were very low floats. So number one is I eliminated those stocks from my radar. Step 1 of stock selection is eliminating the stocks that you don't want to trade. If it's a nano float, low float, I'm not trading it. Eliminated it. Now, here comes in TBLA. TBLA was a stock that went from, I think, 315 pre-market, went down to 270s pre-market and started to bounce. My thought process was if TBLA pushes at the open, gives me a rejection candle, gives me a stuff candle, gives me a death candle, gives me some sort of signal that says, hey, wait a second, the money is leaving this stock and I'm going to go to the low float stocks. That tells me that there is a signal that I have an edge on this stock, TBLA, and that is where my stock selection comes in. My stock selection came in eliminating the low float stocks, giving myself a criteria, giving myself a signal that says if this stock, TBLA, does a death candle, I will short the bounce. So all I'm doing is waiting for money to flow into hot stocks. When the money flows into hot stocks and there is a death candle signal on a side stock, then I'm going to trade, then I'm going to attack, and that's what I'm going to do. So let me actually show you my trade for the day on TBLA so that you guys can see it very clearly. So this was my trade on TBLA right here. If you look at TBLA, it had a morning push, death candle. I shorted the bounce. I added to my winner. Now, my thought process was if this stock pushes and fails $3, I will add back in and I will scale back in into my winner. If it reclaims the high of the day, that is my signal that I am wrong on the stock and I will exit. So just so you can see, I'll zoom in further. It pushed, had a death candle, shorted the bounce, added to the winner. Set a stop at the high of the day. When $3 failed, I added to the winner and I just covered along the way. Took my profits and ran, right? So that was only possible. That was only possible because we had a hot stock on the day, taking the rest of the attention and taking the rest of the money flow. So my edge as a trader, my edge as a short bias trader, my edge in the stock market is waiting for a hot stock to run, letting it run, and then the side stocks that people aren't paying attention to, people don't care, then I'm going to short it, then I'm going to attack it only after I see a signal. So that is why stock selection is very key, because if you do not know what stocks to trade on the day, How are you supposed to determine what setups to use on that stock? So for example, if there's 15, 20 stocks moving on the day, are you going to try to trade them all? Are you going to try to throw a dart and nail them all? Or are you going to try to first narrow down which stocks don't make sense? For me, I'm not going to trade a stock that's $50 a share, $60 a share. You know, for me, my sweet spot is $2 to $10. When a stock is trading in the $2 to $10 range, that's my sweet spot. I'm not going to short a stock that has a 1 to 2 million share float. I'm going to short the stock TBLA that has a 200 million share float, okay? I'm not going to stay and look for an all-day fader when a stock is easy to borrow. So these little warning flags, these red flags, these criteria that I'm using to narrow down the stocks to trade is what I'm using to say, you know what? Forget these stocks, focus on these stocks, and that's how you're gonna make your money. So today, while everyone blew up on DBGI, when everyone tried to trade KTRA, I'm over here waiting for the death candle, shorting the bounce, and adding to the winner if and only if it does what I want it to do. On TBLA, I mentioned the only way I will add is if 295 VWAP breaks. If 295 VWAP breaks, I do not care about ruining my average. I do not care that my average is going to go lower, because at that point, I am proved right. I have the ability to risk more, because odds are, the probability says that the stock is going to go lower. So do not be fearful of ruining your average. You only ruin your average if you add to a loser. If you are adding to a winner after it does exactly what you want it to do, that's called adding to a winner, and forget your average, because right now the stock is telling you you are right. It's time to double down. And when that happens, that's how you make your money. So does that concept make sense of stock selection? Your job as a trader every single day is to narrow down which stocks you do not want to trade, and then you will have a list of stocks that are available to trade, and then from there, you narrow it down to what stocks fit your criteria, what signal you are looking for, right? What signal you are looking for. So as a short bias trader, a signal I'm looking for is a death candle and money to flow into a different stock, a new stock to take attention. As a long bias trader, I would be looking for stocks that are holding above VWAP after 10:30 a.m. zombie times, and look to go long, especially if they are low float stocks. So it's just the inverse, guys. It's just the inverse. Does this concept make sense? I know this week I made a lot of videos. I made a video on Monday. I made a video about a hedge fund guy I met. I made a video on how to keep your winners higher than your losses. So this combination, and this video about stock selection, to be honest, guys, if you just watch these 4 videos, that's already like step 1 to 5 in getting started trading. And the reason why we come on here and make these videos is because, number one, I need a reason to stop trading, because I'm a degenerate gambling addict when I want to be trading. So I need to walk away from the screens. The best way to walk away from the screens is to come on here and make a video. And number 2 is I already have so much fucking money, so many watches, so much everything, that I do not need more, right? I do not need more. I showed this off in last week's video, and believe it or not, it got a lot of views. You know, I got nearly $1 million in watches right here, just sitting next to me. I got my laptop, my cash, everything like that. I just got this sitting here, and sometimes, guys, it's very discouraging that I have to start to brag and flex for you guys to understand that this shit works. But the point I'm trying to make is, man, I already have everything I want. I have literally everything I want. I have a supercar, I have a watch, I have millions of dollars in the bank, I have a hot-ass girlfriend, I have everything that I want. I'm fucking bored, and the only thing that brings me happiness and fulfillment now is being able to help you guys. So here we are, man. Here we are every single day, every single Monday for the last 4 years. 4 years, every single Monday, I've come on here and made a YouTube video. Why? It's not for the $100 in YouTube ad revenue, right? It's because I find value and I find fulfillment in being able to help mentor and coach other traders the same way Bao, my mentor, helped train and coach me, right? So do you guys have any questions on these concepts before I continue? And if this is all making sense for you guys, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more videos. So do you guys have any more questions? So keep this in mind, guys. We are having a live trading event next Monday or Tuesday. I'm still trying to work out the details with Bao. I'm going to have a call with Bao after this YouTube live. But basically next Monday or next Tuesday, we're going to have a live trading event for lifetime members where Bao and I are going to go on Zoom. And you guys are going to be able to watch us and trade with us live. And that's going to be exclusive for lifetime members. So as you guys know, we've been running a Black Friday promotion to join MIC. We are bringing back the monthly membership. We are discounting our memberships about 60%. And we plan on raising our prices on January 1st due to inflation. So just so you guys understand, there's about 12 hours left to join MIC at discounted prices. Monthly membership is discounted 30%. Annual membership is discounted 60%. And lifetime memberships are discounted nearly 70%. And the way it works is if you sign up for lifetime during this promotion, we're gonna put you into a raffle to win a one-on-one coaching session with me. We're gonna be having a live trading event next week for our lifetime members. And as you guys know, every single Thursday, I release live trading videos where you guys get to watch me trade live. So let me actually show you guys an example of that live trading video so that you guys could see what we do at MIC. So if you guys come to our video library, which is accessed here at video library, and you scroll down to Alex's live trades, you get to watch me trade live. So this is a live trading video where I made $67,000 in one day. So you're gonna see me, actually, let me see if I could raise the volume so you could see.
$7. Now it'll probably stop out around 7.10. But if this thing stays under VWAP, if this thing stays under 7, I have no problem being patient because dilution and price action is on my side.
So what you're gonna see is you're gonna see me trading live. So I have literally, no exaggeration, $250,000 worth of live trades recorded for you guys. So I'm going to be releasing those every single Thursday. So now is the best time to join, guys. There's 12 hours left on our Black Friday, Cyber Monday deal. So you guys could join. It's available at myinvestingclub.com/Black Friday. And I mean, if you guys have been on the fence about trading, if you guys have been on the fence about joining, as a favor to me, after making 4 years of Monday videos, just try the monthly. Worst case scenario, you think that I suck and you leave, right? But I guarantee you will get more than the value of the monthly membership in education. So yeah, guys, do you have any questions for me? Let me scroll back. When you add to a winner, do you add the same size as your first entry or do you add less? So it depends on the setup, right? So for example, let's say my starter size is 100 shares, okay? Depending on how high the probability of the setup is, that will determine my size. So let me give you an example. I talked about this in the video, the biggest problem that day traders make. And the way it works is I want you guys to understand that size is based on the opportunity in front of you. So for example, if there is a C setup, I'm using 1,000 shares. If there is a B setup, I'm using 10,000 shares. If there's an A setup, I'm using 100,000 shares. So step one is determining what type of setup it is. Based on your grade, based on the quality of the setup, that will determine if your size is going to be larger than your first entry or smaller than your first entry. For me, if it's a first red day and A+ setup, it's going to be 10 times the size of my first entry. But if it's like a C setup where I'm not too confident, it might be half the size of my first entry. And if you do not know what your best setup is, if you do not know how to grade your setups, that means you are still not yet prepared to size into these stocks. First, you must understand the basic concept and the basic strategy before you have the ability to size in. Only one question. If you have everything and trading is the only thing that brings you fulfillment and happiness, why do you not teach for free? Let me give you an example. Elon Musk is a billionaire. Why doesn't he give you a Tesla for free? Jeff Bezos is a billionaire. Why doesn't he give you shit on Amazon for free? Wealthy gym owners are probably rich as fuck. Why do you have to get a gym membership? It's because if you do not have skin in the game, you don't care to learn. You don't care to learn. If my skill is so valuable that I could go from zero to making $10 million trading, I could go from someone else being a zero to making millions of dollars trading, then hey, I'm going to charge for it. I'm not charging $100,000 for it. I'm charging you $200. If you can't afford $200 to trade, I guarantee you trading is not for you. And you know what? On top of it, what about the 2,000 free videos on YouTube, bitch? Go watch those. Go watch those. We have so many free resources, so much content, but I'm sorry. I'm not going to let you guys join for free because without skin in the game, you will never learn. Without skin in the game, without risk, there will be no reward. Go to Harvard for free. Go to Yale for free. Go get a Tesla for free. And that mindset is why you are broke as a joke. But don't worry, we got free videos on YouTube. You're still here watching this free video. Maybe I should put this free video behind the paywall. You know what it is? This used to bother me. This used to piss me off until I started to realize that these people are not the type of people that I want in the community regardless. I don't want someone that wants a handout. I don't want someone that wants a stimulus check. I don't want someone that wants to be on unemployment and collect free money because that mindset is already your biggest barrier. You know what? If I could learn how to day trade from Paul Tudor Jones, from Bill Ackman, from Citadel, from all these billionaire hedge funds, I would not have enough money to pay these people, right? It's like if you want to learn how to play basketball and Michael Jordan and LeBron James are having basketball lessons, you think they're going to do it for free? They are going to weed out all the people on step one that are not serious. We could easily charge $5,000, $10,000, $15,000. Instead, we're charging $200. $200. $3 a day. The fuck? But hey, that's what weeds out the dumb people. So any questions from you guys? Any questions aside from the dumb ass questions? When do you think the market will come back and have more gappers on a daily basis? So the stocks that we trade, guys, the small cap stocks are based on speculation. Speculation. So what that means is when the overall markets rebound and people have more money in their pocket, they are more willing to speculate on these garbage small cap stocks. They gamble on these stocks. So when the overall large cap market starts to rebound, that is when speculation money, that is when gambling money is going to start to come in. And slowly but surely, we are starting to see that the market is starting to rebound. And hey, it's all working out. So I think that's pretty much it, guys. There's about 12 hours left for our Black Friday sale. If you want to join, great. If you don't want to join, great. We're still over here going to be making money trading. You know, I make millions of dollars trading. You know, let me actually show you that as well, just in case you don't believe me. If you go to our website, myinvestingclub.com, you scroll down to view verified broker statements. I have $7.5 million in verified broker statements. You can see right here, Temis Trading, 3.2 million. You can see right here, 700,000. You can see right here, 1.4. It's actually, I think 1.5 now. I got to update this, but you can see $7 million in verified profits on the website. And I don't know about you, but your $200 is not going to change my life. It will for sure change your life though. So thank you guys. Hope this video brings you value. Hope you guys learned a lot. I will see you guys back in MIC. I will see you guys back in the community. Thank you to all the new members joining. You guys already made your money back on this watch list today. And I will see you guys back in the community. Thank you everyone for watching these videos, for showing up. I know that you guys find it funny when I come after these trolls and kind of mess around with them, but the reality is, guys, over here, I am here in a penthouse in Miami, making millions of dollars trading. I am very happy. I am very fulfilled. And a lot of people are very sad with their lives. They do not want to put in the work to change their lives. So I am okay letting them be upset. I am okay letting them be their own worst enemy, while everyone that is here, while everyone that is learning, while everyone that is serious will have the best opportunity to change their lives. So thank you everyone, and I will see you back in the room right now.